forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First and 10. Shelton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but now before they work it across midfield. And we see the emphasis earlier. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. Do you think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Second and 8. Off play action. Shelton. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dalvin Cook, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson, rolling to his right. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the counter, Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Bulldozes past him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A give running right, Gibson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. It's a room to maneuver. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. Out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Shelton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Watch twist, watch twist. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mike 10, Mike 10, Mike 10. 6-man. Check curl, check.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Mike 10, Mike 10. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
On 1st down, Shelton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Cook able to escape. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Mike 3, Mike 3. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
50.
Go. Hey, watch that.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Okay, right. Check Mike 54.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. One more time with Gibson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing on first down. Shelton. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Shelton lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10.
70 rings.
10's the mic. 10's the mic.
They'll look to throw again.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And they're in the second quarter now in Las Vegas.
The Raiders out to an early lead over the Chargers.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Rosas to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Open man is Atwell, complete.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A final shot before break. Shelton. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They go play action with Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Now, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rolling to his left.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. CeeDee Lamb.
His 17th touchdown now of the season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Gibson on the read option. Shedding through the defense. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. To throw on 2nd down. Shelton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Shelton got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run the counter. Gibson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. Able to fight through one tackle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now it's Wilson. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And that is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
Touchdown, 49ers!
Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, that neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
They'll run with Gibson.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Check 20, squeeze, get it.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Let's go.
Check 50. Check 37. Check 37.
They run the counter. Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, Shelton. He'll dump this off to Cook. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the defense versus the fumble, they get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
They'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st down, Shelton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Rosas to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
69, 49ers 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They start the drive with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
55 is my guy, 55. Charlie, set, go!
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Chopper. Chopper. Ready.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Wilson wants to throw it.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington,
it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the 49ers,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.